Why are older men choosing the solo path in their golden years? Is it about freedom, wisdom, or something deeper that most people miss? Buckle up, because what you're about to discover might completely change your perspective on love and life after 60. Before we dive in, if you enjoy these insights, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Let's begin. 1. The dating game. Not your father's romance scene. Let's talk about something that feels like trying to learn a new language while blindfolded. Modern dating for older men. Remember when dating meant dinner, dancing, and maybe a goodnight kiss? Well, those days are as distant as black and white television. Today's dating scene is like navigating a spacecraft when you've just mastered email. Dating apps? They're about as user-friendly as quantum physics for someone who remembers when phones were attached to walls. Swipe right, swipe left. It's enough to make your head spin faster than your old vinyl records. And let's talk about modern expectations. Today's women aren't just looking for a dinner companion or someone to fix the leaky faucet. They're accomplished professionals, community leaders, and dynamic individuals who can manage a corporate merger while planning a family reunion. Impressive? Absolutely. Slightly intimidating? You bet your social security check it is. The rules have changed more drastically than TV prices since our younger days. Emotional intelligence isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's a requirement. Women expect equal partnerships, shared decision-making, and the kind of emotional availability that would make a therapist proud. It's enough to make you reach for the aspirin bottle. Remember when roles were clearer than your bifocal lenses? Now the lines are blurrier than your vision without glasses. Modern relationships come with expectations that feel like trying to learn salsa dancing in your 70s. Possible, but likely to put your hip out. And don't get me started on the digital aspect. Creating an online dating profile feels like writing a resume for a job you're not sure you want. Half the time, we're wondering if we're actually on a dating site or accidentally ordering pizza. Profile pictures. Let's just say there's a reason they invented filters. The whole scene feels like being dropped into Times Square after living in a small town all your life. Bright, noisy, and more than a little overwhelming. It's not that we can't adapt. We've survived everything from wars to disco. It's more about whether we want to invest the energy in learning this new dance when our favorite recliner is so comfortable. 2. The money matrix. Protecting what's yours. Now, let's talk turkey. Or rather, let's talk about the green stuff that keeps us comfortable in our golden years. After spending decades building our nest eggs, watching our investments like a hawk watches its prey, many of us view our finances with the same protective instinct as a mother bear guarding her cubs. Divorce isn't just emotionally draining, it's financially devastating. Many of us have already learned this lesson the hard way, watching half our life's work disappear faster than a plate of cookies at a grandkid's birthday party. The thought of potentially splitting assets again? That's about as appealing as getting a root canal without anesthesia. Let's be real about the modern financial landscape. Merging finances at our age isn't just about sharing a checking account. It's about navigating a maze of complexities that would give an accountant a headache. What if she's got substantial debt? Medical bills higher than Mount Everest? Credit card balances that would make a banker faint? At our age, we're looking to enjoy our savings, not become someone else's financial safety net. Then there's the inheritance factor. Many of us have carefully planned our estates, making sure our kids and grandkids are taken care of. The idea of potentially complicating that with a new relationship? That's scarier than getting on a plane with a pilot in training. And let's not forget about the daily financial decisions. Shared expenses, joint purchases, deciding who pays for what. It's like being back at work, except you can't retire from this job. Many of us have finally reached a point where we can spend our money how we want, when we want. Want to buy that vintage car you've been eyeing? No need to consult anyone. Feel like spoiling the grandkids? Your wallet, your choice. 3. The freedom factor, living life unchained. Let's dive into something that young folks often misunderstand, the pure, unfiltered joy of independence in your later years. It's like discovering a secret superpower that's been hiding in plain sight all along. After decades of honey-do lists, family obligations, and workplace responsibilities, many older men have stumbled upon a revolutionary truth. Being alone isn't just acceptable, it's downright liberating. It's like finally taking off that tie you've been wearing for 40 years and realizing you can breathe better. Think about the simple pleasures that come with answering to no one but yourself. Want to watch World War II documentaries until 3 a.m.? Nobody's giving you the side eye. Feel like having ice cream for breakfast? The only judgment you'll face is from your reflection in the spoon. Want to keep the house at meat locker temperatures? The thermostat is your personal playground. And let's talk about our faithful four-legged companions. A good dog offers something that many modern relationships can't: unconditional acceptance without the fine print. They don't care if you wear the same sweater 3 days in a row, never criticize your TV choices, and are always thrilled to see you, even if you just went to check the mail. It's like having a best friend who never argues about where to go for dinner. The beauty of this freedom extends beyond daily routines. Want to take a spontaneous road trip? Your schedule is as clear as a cloudless sky. Feel like spending an entire Sunday doing absolutely nothing? That's not laziness. That's what we call executive decision-making at its finest. Many of us have spent our entire lives being someone's husband, father, boss, or employee. Now, we're discovering the joy of just being ourselves. It's like finally finding the perfect pair of comfortable shoes after years of wearing ones that pinched. Why would you ever go back? 4. The health equation, managing life's realities. Now let's address something that's as unavoidable as taxes: health concerns. At our age, health isn't just about annual checkups and taking vitamins. It's a full-time job with more appointments than a busy executive's calendar. Managing medications has become more complex than solving a Rubik's Cube. Morning pills, evening pills, pills with food, pills without food. It's like conducting an orchestra where every instrument is a different prescription bottle. And let's not forget trying to remember where we put those pills in the first place. Check the coffee table, they're usually there. For many older men, the thought of bringing someone else into this medical maze feels about as fair as asking someone to join you for an IRS audit. We've spent years figuring out our own health routines, doctor's preferences, and insurance paperwork. Adding another person's health concerns to the mix? That's like trying to solve 2 crossword puzzles simultaneously. Let's be honest about intimacy too. And yes, we're going there. Things don't always work like they used to, and it's not just about needing reading glasses to see the menu. For many men, it's easier to avoid the whole topic by staying single rather than facing potential embarrassment. It's like being a star athlete and suddenly finding yourself benched. Your mind knows what to do, but your body has other plans. Energy levels aren't what they used to be either. When a wild night out means being in bed by 9 p.m. with a good book, it's hard to imagine keeping up with someone else's social calendar. Even a trip to the grocery store requires more strategic planning than D-Day. 5. The trust factor, emotional scars and second thoughts. Here's something deeper than your favorite philosophical quote: the emotional wear and tear that comes with living a full life. For many older men, past relationships haven't just ended. They've left emotional souvenirs that would fill the Smithsonian. Trust isn't just given anymore. It's earned through a process more complex than assembling IKEA furniture without instructions. After experiencing heartbreak, betrayal, or loss, many men view new relationships like they'd view bungee jumping with dental floss. Technically possible, but not worth the risk. The emotional investment required for a new relationship can seem more daunting than climbing Mount Everest in flip-flops. We're talking about the kind of vulnerability that makes tax audits look like a walk in the park. Opening up about your fears, dreams, and that weird collection of bottle caps you've been keeping since 1975. That's scarier than any horror movie. Loss leaves marks deeper than the Grand Canyon. Whether through death or divorce, saying goodbye to someone you've loved is like losing a piece of yourself. Many men find that these experiences aren't just memories, they're life-altering events that reshape how they view relationships altogether. And let's be honest about baggage. We've all got enough to fill a cargo plane. Past hurts, failed relationships, family complications. It's like trying to pack for a world tour in a single carry-on. Many men decide that the peace they've found in solitude is worth more than the possibility of finding new love. What it all comes down to is this: being single later in life isn't about giving up on love. It's about choosing a different kind of happiness. It's about recognizing that sometimes the bravest decision isn't to seek new romance, but to find contentment in the life you've built for yourself. And that, my friends, is a choice worth celebrating. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you find these insights valued, please comment number 1. If not, comment number 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. See you next time.